Hi guys, Rachel here with the Cackling Moon. This is going to be a new series that I'm going to start. So I have lots of different series on my playlist on YouTube, and this is going to be a new one. So as you guys know, I'm obsessed. I started my candle biz. It's another little, just something extra to go along with the readings. And I thought it would be kind of fun to do a video where I show you guys how I package and ship my candles. So if you guys are curious and you want to see how I do this, please keep watching. So as you guys know, I started my candle line, my Cackling Moon candle line, in July. So July was when I launched my first ones. They sold out. I launched a couple more. They sold out. So it's been an ongoing process, and I'm literally a full month in this journey, and I'm loving it. So I think it's something that's going to stick. And I thought having a playlist devoted just to the candles, so that I could talk freely about just the candles, would be really fun. So make sure you guys follow that playlist, put me on your notifications or whatever it is that you got to do so you get notified when videos come out. So basically when I started shipping candles, even before I started launching the candles, I was really nervous about shipping. I have never done this. I was going in this completely blind, okay? I have never sold a product before. This is the very first product I've ever done. And I was nervous for shipping. I was nervous to ship candles in the pit of summer. So if there was ever the perfect time to do something full blown, never done it before, in the middle of summer, shipping candles for the first time would probably be the best way to just dive right in 100% and not get so scared, right? Not be so afraid. So this literally just this month of doing this has really taught me a lot. And I'm excited to share with you guys what I've learned. So a couple things that I do prior to shipping a package is I make sure that I have everything that I need, okay? So some of the tools or things that I use, obviously you're gonna need some tape, you're gonna need packaging tape, you're gonna need some Scotch tape, you're gonna need a box, okay? So I would recommend prior to shipping candles or whatever product you have, make sure you measure the size of the candles, because some of the candles that I sell, or most of them right now, are 9 ounces. But some other candles that I've sold before were 12-ounce candles, so they were larger. So if you have different size products, always measure out your products prior to even buying the boxes, because you want to make sure that they're going to fit. You want to make sure they're going to fit in the box. You want to see if you can get multiples in one box. And also you have to factor in, especially if it is a product that can break, which obviously candles can break in the mail. They are, well, mine are in jars, so they're in glass jars. So I wrap mine in bubble wrap. So you want to make sure that you are kind of putting into consideration, if you are wrapping your product in a bubble wrap or some other kind of a packaging wrap, that's going to make it a little bit more bulkier. And then you're going to probably want to add some other kind of filler in the box to keep it safe. So you also kind of have to factor all of that in when you are thinking about the size of your box. So I bought 2 size boxes when I was starting out this whole thing. The first size I bought, I went for a 5 by 5 by 5. I bought my boxes off of Uline, and actually I bought some boxes from Amazon. But I learned Uline, you can get them cheaper and more. So Amazon is sometimes a good choose. It's sometimes a good one. Sorry guys, I should have had this one out too. Sometimes Amazon is good to buy product, but there's other companies that actually their whole purpose is to sell supplies for this kind of stuff. So Uline is a really good option to go if you're buying in bulk, okay? So the other size box that I ordered for my candles is the 6x6x4. Okay, so this is a little bit larger, but it's shorter. So the 5s is a little bit taller, the 4 is a little bit shorter by an inch. But the reason why I got the 6x6 is because when I was shipping my 12-ounce candles, it fit these better. So when you put the box together, which I'm not going to tape it up, but I'll just show you. So this is my larger box. When this is together, I can fit four of my 9-ounce candles in this box, okay? Or if I was shipping a 12-ounce candle, I could fit 2 12-ounces, or I could fit like 1 12-ounce and 2 9-ounces. It just depends. But for the most part, I was trying to, when I was like buying my boxes, I was trying to figure in what box can I fit the majority, like the most candles in when shipping. So I went with this size because if I could get 4 of these babies in here, my 9 ounces, which is pretty much what I sell, my 9 ounce, then this is perfect. I very rarely will get an order that is more. So I've had twice. I've had 2 orders that came through before where someone ordered 5 of my 9-ounce, and obviously 5 isn't going to fit in here. So I did have to, I actually recycled, I recycled an old Amazon box for one of the orders, and I think the other one, I think I used a priority box or whatever. So it just depends, but when you start to sell products, you start to save your boxes. So if you guys can see, I don't know if you guys could see, but over here in the corner, I actually save. So these boxes I would not use to ship because they're very thin, but I use these to house my candles when I'm making them. But I do save boxes that come in the mail in other shipments. So something like this, I could obviously fit a hell of a lot more candles in because it's taller, and so I could fit more in this thing. It's deeper and all that. So I do save the boxes from like, you know, things that I've bought. I have a couple white priority boxes over there. So I save my shit because I like to recycle it, especially if I get an order that is like more than 4 candles. Because I'm not going to buy, you know, in bulk, big boxes for big orders, because it's not really, like what I'm learning, at least for a month in, it's not a common occurrence that somebody will order 4+ candles. So this box usually comes in handy for those bigger orders. Otherwise, I'm pretty much using the 5x5s all the time. So this is my 6x6x4 in case anyone is curious. And like I said, you could get these. I got these on Uline, so go to Uline and you can order them there. But in this case, for this video, my order that came through is a 2-candle order, so I'm going to use the 5x5. Now, another tip before I even start. Actually, I could probably talk and tape at the same time. Another tip when it comes to your candle orders is to measure the product, like I said, but also you're going to want to weigh your product, okay? You're going to want to weigh your product, as in get a scale. So I use a food scale when I'm doing my candles. I measure out the oils and everything. So I use my food scale because I think it goes up to 11 pounds to weigh the boxes. So what I do is, like my 4-candle order, the max that I've gotten, I'll wrap up everything and I would have it in the box, and then I weight it. And now that I know that weight for that candle, for a 4-candle order, that's the weight that I will use all the time for future orders anytime someone orders 4 candles. So I'm not like having to reweigh it. And the only reason why that works is because my candles, like I said, they're all the same size. And I'm not doing anything different when I'm adding shipping, like when I'm doing the shipping stuff. I'm not adding anything else inside that box, and I pretty much use the same amount of tools the same amount of, you know, shipping, this and that, the peanut, all of that. So the weight is pretty much the same all the time. So I would recommend you guys weigh your package and then have it, like, write it down, or you could save it on the actual shipping website that you use. You could save it. So I have for my 5x5s, I have like a 5x5 1 candle. This is the weight for it. The 5x5 2 candle. And then I can only fit 2 candles max in here. And then if I have 3 or 4 candles, then I use the other box. So then I weigh those. And so I have it all like it's already all in there. It's already in the computer. So I don't have to worry about that because it just makes life a lot easier. That's like what I'm all about. It's just let's make life easier. So here's the box. Okay. So I usually just do one tape is pretty much good enough. Sometimes if it just doesn't feel sturdy enough, then I'll do 2, but this box is going to be this package is going literally like down the hill, not that far away from me. So so this is good. So yeah, one strip of tape, we're good. So once I tape up the box, I set the box aside because I don't need it right now. For the sake of the video, I'll put it down at the bottom. Okay. Next thing I do is so I'm like really annoyingly organized, you guys. But what I do next is I will, let me make sure that you guys can see what the hell I'm doing. The next thing I do is I will write down my orders in my book. So this is like my candle book, and I have everything in here. I'm not going to show you guys the order, obviously, because it's, personal information. But when I write down my orders, and I mean, I know I could totally do this on like a spreadsheet or whatever, an Excel spreadsheet, but I'm old school. Okay. I like paper, writing it down. So when I write down an order, I write down the person's name, their address, what they ordered, how much it was, how much the shipping cost. And then I write down how much the size of the box that I'm using. And then, I usually I'll highlight it or I'll put a little heart to show me that I, put the order together. So I'm just disgustingly organized that way. Okay. Okay, so this is the shit that I use for my packages, you guys. So, like I said, get everything that you need. It'll make life easier. So when I'm shipping a candle, I always have a business card. Unless it's like a repeat order, then I won't throw a business card in there, or if it's someone that already knows me really well. But for the most part, I throw one of my business cards in there. I have these little cute, with these little mesh bags. I bought these at the dollar store. They come in packs of 6 or 8, something like that. So I bought a few packs of them, and I actually put a little freebie. So now when I get orders, I have a lot of tea light candles, and I love to dress candles. So what I do is I will dress the candle, and I add it as a little gift. So I'm going to wrap that after, but I put that inside the little mesh bag. I also have handouts for my packages. So every package will receive a candle care sheet. Okay. So this little sheet is, it says the Cackling Moon candle. It has like a little bit of a note from me, and then it has a how to care for your candle and also how to set the intention for your candle. I did this specifically because when I made candles, the whole point of me making them is so people can use them as intention setting, like setting an intention. You could call it a candle spell if you want to. I just call it candle intention. I have a lot of witchy people or like tarot readers that follow me on this channel, so you guys know what I'm talking about. So I just thought it would be something cute to add to the package. And of course I got a little bit fancy with my moon, and it's just something really cute. So this is, every candle package gets this. And then I have a, like a little, I'm not going to show the name, but I have a little, note. So I hand write a note for every order that I get. It's just, to me, it's a personal touch, and I love, I grew up in the age when people would write letters and mail letters to each other. I just love that. So I wanted to kind of have that feel in my package. So I do that. And then for every candle care sheet, I also have this roll of thank you for supporting my small business stickers, which you guys can find these on Amazon. So this was actually a really, really, really good Amazon buy because I think I have 5,000 stickers on this roll. So this thing is gonna last me for a long time because I only use one sticker per care sheet. And I don't know, I just think it goes perfect right here. So I always stick it right there next to my moon, right? So perfect, perfect. So I do that. I have I always handwrite the letter. I add the little sticker on here. So that's done. And then I always pull out a sheet of my Cackling Moon logos. I printed like 120 of these. And I put this on the box. So once the box is completely ready to go, I will put a sticker on the box. It's just kind of like when you see that sticker, like when you see that Cackling Moon logo, you know it's me. Of course, then I add the shipping labels. So when I'm doing the shipping labels, I print it out, and the way I print it out is basically one will fit on one side of the paper. So then if I want to if I'm printing out multiple labels at once, then I could re-put the paper into my printer and print on the other side, so I'm saving paper. But in this case, I only had one order that came through, so there you go. The other thing that I do when I am preparing for packaging is I also get the stuff that I'm wrapping my candles with. So I use tissue paper, okay, and I also use bubble wrap. And as you can see, it's red. I'm trying to be more aesthetically pleasing with my packages, and red just goes with the logo of Cackling Moon. It has a rose, and so I was just like, perfect, right? They even sell green bubble wrap, and I may buy some green one just to kind of be fun, but we'll see. So I bought my bubble wrap at Amazon. You could see I have the roll up there. So I keep it there, and it's in a direction where like it's really easy to get. So I just pull it and rip it off. This bubble wrap I bought, like I said, I bought this from Amazon, and I love it because it's the perfect size. Like, it's already pre-cut. You just have to rip it at the line. But the cube, the size of the cube is like perfect for the candles. So it was just like, and I didn't plan that. I didn't plan it. I just noticed. I was like, oh, the bubble wrap is already pre-cut. So you just rip it off, and it's in squares, and it's just the perfect size to wrap a candle. So freaking love it. So like I said, I bought this at Amazon. I bought the biggest bulk you could get. So I got 3 of those rolls, and I also bought my tissue paper from Amazon. So the tissue paper came in like that 3-fold. But what I do is I pre-cut the tissue paper in strips of about this size. So you could get three of these in one sheet. So there's 100 sheets of the tissue paper that I bought. I get 3 of them per one sheet. So that's 300 sheets, 300 candles, 300 sheets, is it? I don't know. I don't know. I think it is. I'm really bad with math, and it's a wonder that I could do candles. But yeah, 300. So this is gonna last me a long time. Thank God, because the one thing I wanted was like when I'm buying product, like when I'm buying stuff for shipping, I don't want to have to keep buying stuff over and over and over again. I want to be able to like buy something in bulk, have it last me a while. That's how you save your money. So yeah, so the tissue paper thing, I pre-cut it, and one of these is perfect for the candle. So I'm packaging up 2 candles. So I took out 2 sheets of this, 2 sheets of bubble wrap. So I have this system, you guys, when I'm wrapping my bubble wrap, if there's 2 or more candles in a package, I will only use 1 sheet of bubble wrap because they're kind of together anyway, and they kind of like protect each other. And then I add the shipping peanuts too. So I just use 1. If I'm only wrapping 1 candle, then I will use 2 bubble wraps just for extra protection. That's just me. So let's go ahead and get the candles. So I only have very few left. I have to do more inventory of my candles, but my friend ordered a moonrise. So I grabbed the moonrise candle, And she also ordered a crystal shop. So gonna give her a crystal shop. And I usually, okay, cool. So I usually try, like, cause my little charms, they're all different. So I try to like give different charms for orders that have multiple candles, so they're not getting the same one. So girl, if you watch my videos, you're not gonna get the same charm. Okay, so now that I know my candles are good, I have everything ready to go. Then let's wrap these babies. So I wrap my candles first with the tissue paper, and I just make sure the lid is good, and I always use Scotch tape. So I just wrap it. I put the candle right in the middle, I lift it up, and then I just kind of roll it. And then I tape it down, just one. Very minimal with my tape, because you can waste a lot of tape with this stuff. So I just tape it, and then I fold in the ends. And I just tape it down. There's one end, here's the other. Now, when I first started doing this, I was so worried about, oh my gosh, I don't want my candle to be upside down, this and that. So I'd always remember to make sure that the lid was always facing up. But then I realized when you have candles in a box, just because your candles are upright in the box and you have the label on the top doesn't always mean that that box is gonna land that way when people are putting it in a truck. So then I realized, you know what, it doesn't fucking matter if the candle is laying on its side, if it ends up being upside down or whatever, it doesn't. So just because I'm anal, I always make sure my lids are up if they're sitting upright in the box, or if they're laying down, then whatever. But that's just me. But technically I stopped, literally I stopped obsessing over that, because it doesn't matter. Like, it just doesn't matter. The postal people, some of them are going to be loving and careful with their stuff. Other people not so much. So I was just like, I can't worry about that. I just can't worry about it so much. All right. And like sometimes when I'm doing my packages, you guys, I'll have, if I got like multiple orders, I'll put music on. I just get into the mood. It's just so fun. Like I make things that I love and people buy it, and it's just like I start thinking, oh my gosh, there's people all over the US that have a candle. And it's just so exciting. Okay, so that's how they look when I wrap them in the red tissue paper. I've even considered using 2 sheets to make it a little bit thicker, but for now I just use the one, and I haven't had any problems since, knock on wood. No one's complained. Okay, then I use bubble wrap. So I wrap them in bubble wrap, and I'm really I get really pet peeved when I see people use the bubble wrap the wrong way. Technically, you're supposed to have the bubble part, literally the bubble part is against the product, not the smooth side. So some people do it opposite, and I don't understand it. So I lay the candle in the middle, and I literally roll it up. And I tape it down with one piece of tape like this. And I keep it like this because this is all excess, but this is extra padding, okay? I don't bother taping it up. Like I said, I don't like to waste my tape. It's perfect. It's fine just like this. So let me roll up the other one. Okay, so my candles are wrapped, and then I just get everything else ready to go. So I like to fold my care sheet. And because the box is not long, I have to fold the care sheet a second time. Just this way it'll fit, so that's why I do this. And then I stick my business card in the care sheet. So I usually like stick it within one of the creases. So it's barely sticking out, so it's there. So it doesn't get lost in the box. So that's good. Then I wrap my little tea light gift. So like I said, it's just a basic tea light, but I like to put herbs in it. And it also has lavender essential oil. It smells really good. So I get strips of the tissue paper. I also cut them in smaller strips like this. And I just wrap my tea light as best as I can. It's just a fun little freebie to give out, especially because the whole point of this was like for intentions, and you could totally set intention with a tea light candle. They burn for like a couple hours and then they're done. So it's wrapped up, and then I just put it in my little mesh baggie. I thought about putting the my business card in the mesh baggie, but it's too small. So I mean, well, the bag's too small for the card. And there you go. So that's my little free gift. Maybe one day if I get fancy, I can do, you know, little wax molds or something, but I'm just barely starting out, you guys. So I'm just doing what I can. And then there you go. So everything is ready to go in the box. So I get my box, my 5x5, because I have 2 candles. This looks like it won't fit in here, but trust me, it will. So because I have the 2 candles, I sit them upright in the box. Okay, so I'm gonna have one on one side, one on the other. So sometimes, in this case, sometimes I will, and I always have my lid. This is me being anal. I always have my lids to the right, so I know when I'm like putting it in. But this is me being anal. Sometimes I'll cut the bottom, but usually I fold it. So I'll fold it down like this, and I'll put the candle in like that, right? And then I'm gonna fold the other one down, and I usually slide this one in on the opposite side, and it's perfect. Now I do know, I'm pretty sure once it slides in, it's probably ripping the tissue paper on the inside, but hey, nothing's perfect. Life is not perfect. I can't worry about that. So then I have like all this like cute red fluff that's like hanging up in the top. I love it because it's just makes it look, I don't know, it just makes it look prettier. When you open it up, it's like, ooh, it's red. So what I do is I fill the extra space. Like this is already, these babies aren't going anywhere. But just for extra precaution, because this is glass, I do fill the sides with packing peanuts. And I have a whole ass box. Let me put this up so you guys can see. So up here, I keep my packing peanuts, you guys. Like, look at all this. I never bought packing peanuts. So anytime I order a package, especially from the candle places, they send hella packing peanuts with their packages. So I save everything. I literally have 3 of these boxes full. So I will never have to buy them, which is good for me because then I'm saving money. And then I bought crystals from Pretty Crystals, and she like always puts this pretty stuff in her boxes. So if I have it, I'll just throw it in the box. So I'm going to put some of that in there just to make it pretty. But I put down like packing peanuts in the box. So I like to like stuff it on the sides that are open, where I don't have the candle, you know, where there's space. I put them down there, and I just shove it in the box. Whoops. I guess it would be helpful for you guys to be able to see. Okay. So yeah, so I literally stuff them in there. Just like that. So the packing peanuts are stuffed. There's no like looseness. I like to put this pretty stuff because I have it from my other orders. I put that in there just to make it look pretty. Pretty. I should buy some of this stuff for myself, but I don't need it yet. And then I'll add my little gift somewhere in here. I'll just kind of lay it down on the side. And then the last thing that goes is my care sheet with my business card. And I always lay it flat right on the top. So when the person opens up their package, this is the first thing that they see. And then you close it up. Just like that. And tape it closed. Just like that. So sometimes I will use multiple, like 1 or 2 tapes on the top, but this one's not going far and it's not puffing up, so it was like a perfectly packaged package. And then I put the shipping label. I will tape the shipping label on top just like this. So let me go ahead and I'll do that after for the sake of the video. And then once the shipping label's on top, then the last thing I do is always put a sticker. So I'll put a Cackling Moon sticker. The shipping label goes opposite. So this is what I do. I do the tape to close it, then I do the shipping label on top opposite of that. So when I'm taping again, just to secure the box, right? And then the direction of the shipping label, since it's gonna go this way, I always put the sticker right there. So I'm just gonna do that for the sake of the video. So bam. So when you get your package in the mail, you will see Cackling Moon has arrived on your doorstep, and that's the most exciting thing ever. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the shipping label last for the sake of privacy. But there you go, you guys. So that is how I package my orders. Now, obviously, it doesn't take me that long to do it, but I was, just showing you. But yeah, so the last thing you want to do, I mean, I've seen other candle makers do this. You shake your box. It ain't going anywhere. Those candles are tight in there. So, that's what I like because that tells me that they're safe, So yeah, that's how I do my boxes, and it works. It works for me. It's been working. When I'm shipping, I use Pirate Ship. So I know that there's other ones. Some people use stamps.com, I think it is. There's other shipping websites, but I use Pirate Ship. You don't have to pay anything. It's free. You just make your account. And basically you could save a couple bucks using Pirate Ship. So I will use that. It works for me. It's really easy to use, and you can also include an email to the person. Like if they give you their email when they made their purchase, you can type in their email when you're doing the shipping, like so they will get emailed automatically by that place, and it will give them their tracking information. So that's pretty cool too. And this is Cubic Ship, Cubic Priority. So when you use Cubic Priority on Pirate Ship, it's basically, this is my understanding of it. I could be wrong. Like I said, I've never done this before. Cubic Priority is, it goes based off of, like goes based off of the box size, right? And I feel like it's the weight doesn't really matter. It's the distance that product is going. So it kind of works. But I feel like, I don't know if it does go by, I don't know completely if it goes by weight or not, but I've heard it doesn't. But then I've also experienced like, I feel like it's the further it goes, because every place is zoned, if that makes sense. So I have customers that have bought from me that were literally all the way on the other side of the US. This one girl, she was in Cindy, she's in New York. So shipping her box costs more than it does cost shipping a box that is going within California, obviously, right? So I think that you're charged per zone, which is why in my shop, that's why I charge more for shipping for certain locations, because I already know if it's going on the East Coast, it's gonna cost more to send it versus sending it within here or like up to the Midwest usually. So it just depends, but if I were to send a package like this size, or with 4 candles or whatever to New York, I'm pretty sure with the Priority Cubic, the weight of the box doesn't matter. It's the distance. I think, don't hold me to that. If I'm wrong, please comment below and let me know. But anyways, it's worked for me. I love it. It's just, now that I have a basic understanding of what I'm shipping, it's just a no-brainer now. I also think it helps to have a product that you are shipping that is the same. So like all of my candles right now are 9-ounce candles. So I know how much they weigh. If there's 1, 2, 3, or 4 in a box, I know what boxes work best for me. I know how much the shipping is gonna come out to for the most part. But like the minute, like I'm a little bit nervous because next for fall, I have these ones that are gonna be going, and these aren't gonna fit in these boxes. I'm gonna have to use those bigger ones, or I'm thinking also of ordering a little bit bigger of a box too, just in case. So I'm gonna have to go in and like weigh all of those in boxes, because I just gotta, you know, that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do when you're selling your product. So it's just, you know, it's common sense, but but yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the label on this and take this over to the post office so this can go. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and watching. If I do any other videos, which I most likely will, because I think there's some people out there that are just genuinely curious. But any videos that I make that are candle topics will be placed in my candle playlist. So just keep that in mind and check it out. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye guys.